Bayo, I want to hear more about. Clearly, we've got some new reports about how significant this blast is. The person I was just speaking to is an eyewitness, giving us very clear accounts as to the extent of injuries. So this is a major blast. There's no question about it. And I don't know if you want to cast your mind back, looking at what has happened over the last 2 to 3 years, especially when we had this UN bomb blast. What impact is this likely to have on the markets?
Well, like I said earlier, I think this will slow things down temporarily. I don't think this will lead to reversal of the flows that we had seen coming last week, or even the flows that are in country as we speak. Clearly, the investors would want to analyze the situation and watch closely for some time. I mean, obviously, security challenges in Abuja or Lagos would be a major concern for investors.
Right. But your view, if these attacks remain isolated to the north as they have been for the most part of the last few years, do you think that we'll continue to see those flows coming in?
Absolutely. Most of the investors factored in the security challenges, especially in the northeast. So I mean, that's factored into whatever investment decisions that's been taken. Abuja is slightly different, and that's why they would watch closely to be sure that this is an isolated case, right, and that the federal government is right on top of it.
Right, even if it's an isolated case. I mean, we know we have the World Economic Forum coming up in Abuja later on next month, and this is really on the back, just before such a major event that, of course, will bring so many investors into Nigeria. How worried are you about the timing of this attack?
Well, we don't know, I mean, who's done this, but clearly it's a deliberate attempt to create panic and concern to the investors. But I think the onus is on the federal government to show strength and character in this period. It's important that event goes on, and I'm very optimistic that we'll get through this.
Right, Bayo, thank you for joining us. Bayo Adeyemo from Citi, giving us some perspective on the implications of this major attack in Abuja.